Robin from Creativity RV shows us some storage hacks for those small spaces. We got some interesting videos for Cast Iron Wednesday. This and a whole lot more. Stick around. This is BlindViews, and that's the way I see it. What's up, blind viewers? How's everybody doing today? So let's just start out with the mouth watering stuff. Let's just get it out of the way. That way we can check this stuff out and your mouth can water the rest of the video. That's right. That's how I roll. All right, we're going to start with Frugal, RV girl. All right, Frugal, she makes, one of my favorites. She makes some baby back ribs in the Dutch oven. Look really, really good. I mean, some good stuff. Now, go over and check this video out, because it's not just about the ribs, even though that is the best part. But, yeah, the spot where she's at, very, very beautiful. You can see the rain rolling in between the valley, between the mountains down there in the valley. The rain comes in. You can see the storm coming over. Not a storm, but a little rain shower. Very, very good video. Very visual. Real nice video. And then, of course, the ribs. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, she does have a little bit of rain, and she has to deal with that while she's cooking. So go over and check out Frugal RV Gal and watch her make some ribs in the rain. Now let's keep up the cast iron with Helga from Helga's Pennsylvania Cooking. Now, we all get those bananas, and they start to go brown, they start to go bad, and before they do, yeah, everybody usually runs around and either throws them in the blender, makes a smoothie, or some banana bread. Well, Helga, she made a banana upside down pancake. I know. I didn't know what it was either. I watched it. I checked it out. I didn't know what it was, but I do now. And boy, does it look yummy. Oh, the caramelization and the bananas and go over and check it out. I'm sure your mouth will be watering on this one. Helga's Pennsylvania Cooking and her banana upside down pancake. Good stuff. All right, let's go over and check out Full Tiny House. All right, they were, as we talked about before, they were in a little cabin. They hung out for a week. Well, they packed up. They left the cabin, and they headed to Virginia, where they went to Colonial Beach. Really nice video. They went to the place of George Washington, his birth, and his resting place, I guess you could say. So go over and check out Full Tiny House and see what they've been up to and where they're headed to next. But yeah, really cool video. Really nice. All right, now, Robin from Creativity RV. She shows us some of the things that she does to store stuff in her RV. All kinds of little tips and tricks. Some you've probably seen before, some probably not, some maybe not, but I found some of them pretty interesting. One in particular was just hanging a toilet paper roll. Not the typical toilet paper roll that you would think of, but she talks about having a cat, and when it's low, the cat plays with it, tears it all up and pulls all up. So yeah, just little things like that, and a whole bunch of things that she does with those little command strip hooks, you know, all kind of goodies. That and little space organizers and dividers, and yeah, good video. Some of the tips are pretty interesting, things I didn't think of. So go over and check that one out, and if you have any tips for her, I'm sure she wouldn't mind if you left it in her comments. Creativity RV. All right, now we got RV Rebel Girl. That's right, the other Carolyn. Now she is headed on her way to Wisconsin, and she's on the road. She's talking about her mask. She shows us her mask, tells us all about it. And she tells us about an Illinois bakery. And she has some cookies. They look pretty good. But yeah, so go over and check out RV Rebel Girl. See what she's up to on her travels. And then when she gets to her spot, Oh, man. I guess we're going to have to wait for part 2 to see. But yeah, she gets to her campsite and there's this really low wire. There's a little string. Oh, go over and check it out. See what she has to get into. But yeah. And then you're going to have to wait for part 2 to see the remedy for some of this stuff. But yeah, go over and check out RV Rebel Girl. Pretty cool video. All right, now we have Chrome from Vancity Van Life. Now, Chrome, he on his travels, he passed this RV, I guess, sitting along the road, and he went about his business and was traveling and doing his things for, I don't know, a month or so. And then he came back, and it was still sitting there. So he decided he was going to, stop and approach the RV and see if they were okay, if they needed any help or anything like that. So, yeah, he said, I approached cautiously because you never know. And, so just that little act of kindness was well welcomed. He gave the guy a big bag of rice and said that if he happens to pass him again, he'll stop and say hello. But yeah, he says that it's one of his worries that, if something would happen to him and he would pull over and I don't know whether he'd be sick or break down or have no cell service or no battery life or whatever, for whatever reason, that he was stuck and nobody stopped to check on him, how long he would have to be there. So that's why he does these things. So you guys that kind of knock him every once in a while for being so upbeat and so hype and it's not the way he is and this is bullshit. And no, he's a nice, thoughtful guy. I mean, believe it or not, I know it's hard to believe in this shitty world we live in that there are actual people that think of others. But yeah, he is one. But it's a good video, and it's not just about going up and bum rushing somebody. Go hear what he has to say about how he approached the situation and how he was received by the guy and everything. Very cool video, very well done. And then he has another video. The recent one is he does a tour, I guess you would say. It's a solo female, and she is living in a minivan. Yes, you heard me right, a minivan. Actually, it's a pretty nice build. I mean, for a minivan, it's got a lot of stuff. I guess she said her friends helped her, and it's pretty well thought out. Lots of little hiding places and tables that pop up and set out and things that slide out to lay on. And it's really cool, pretty cool for a minivan. Now, it's not my cup of tea, not for an old 6'1" dude. No, that wouldn't be for me. But yeah, it's for a minivan and a single young female. It's not too bad. Pretty cool. It's worth a watch. So go over to Chrome and check out his latest 2 videos. All right, let's wrap this one up with Tina's Journal of Journeys. Now, she went to Elkhart for what? The RV Museum. That's right. Why would anybody? I mean, that's where they all are, just about all the manufacturers. But anyway, yeah, the RV Museum is there, and Tina, she said, hey, let's do this. So she shows us around. This is part 1. I don't know how many parts there are, but pretty interesting to see it through someone else's eyes. Now, she isn't an RVer per se, but she does like to travel around. She's an Uber driver. She does some other things. But yeah, so it's nice to see what other people look at when they go to the museum, because I'm sure there's a bazillion other RV museum videos out there from RVers. So yeah, it's kind of interesting to see the take of somebody that isn't. She's interested in traveling, but she's not an RVer or a nomad or a van dweller or anything like that. So it's nice to see it from someone else's perspective, what they see necessary to focus on. And so yeah, go over and check her out. Tina's Journal of Journeys. All right, I hope you enjoyed this little quick wrap up. And don't forget, mañana, that's right, tomorrow, Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, It's time for Thirsty Thursday. We're going to chit-chat about Remember When. That's right, we're going to sit around and talk about Remember When stories. Things when we were young that we miss. We can reminisce and remind each other of some of the crazy dumb shit we did and some of the things we miss. Some of the things that are a little bit better now and some that just don't stack up to when we were young. So Grover, come on over and hang out with us for Thirsty Thursday. All right, guys, till next time.
I'm BlindViews, and that's the way Sammy and I see it.
What we do here is go back.